Welcome to episode 2 of Retrospection. I'm in New York and my name's Colin, and I'm with my friend Paul.
Hello.
And where are you located?
Oh, sorry. I'm in Reading, in England.
And together we'll be taking a look at film and TV shows from the past and seeing if they are better back then or whether it's that naughty nostalgia that's playing tricks with us.
And I presume that we'll be doing this slightly more professionally than we did this opening.
No, this is as good as it's going to get.
This is going to be fun.
No. Right, do you want to do it again, or do you want me to just do it another time?
No, continue, it's fine.
Okay, but before we go into our chosen film, or could it be a TV show? Any retro finds for this week?
Yes, it's funny you should ask. I've been shoring up my annuals collection again this week.
Oh, really?
Yes.
40, 44 and 45?
That's indeed, yes. As I said, I've surpassed my age now, which is good. Yep.
Go on.
I was waiting for an age comment, but it didn't come. So it's on you.
I thought I'd leave you with an uncomfortable silence.
Well, it worked.
Just to think about the age yourself.
Well, I'm pretty sure that you're the same age as me, so...
Only physically.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, I got two, actually, this week. I got Battlestar Galactica Annual from 1978. Good condition, comic strips inside, and I actually remember this one. I had this as a kid.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. And the other one, which is a bit of a strange one, was a T.J. Hooker Annual from 1982.
See, these annuals are aimed at kids, right?
I would imagine so, yeah.
Was T.J. Hooker aimed at children?
It wasn't something that I remember watching in 1982. I might have been a little bit too young. I think I watched it as the series went on. So, yeah, I did watch it as a kid, but to make an annual with comic strips, I mean, it's not that kind of a... It's not the A-Team.
Right, yeah.
So it is kind of a weird one.
But, yeah. I don't know if I had it when I was a kid. I have trouble remembering which ones I did have and which ones I didn't.
Knight Rider? Did you have that one?
I don't think I had Knight Rider. I think most of mine were based around comic books, so they would have been Battle Action Force, and Whizzer and Chips and things like that.
Good old Beano, that kind of thing.
Those ones, yeah.
I think I got a Beano annual every Christmas.
Nice.
As a kid.
Oh, as a kid. Oh, well.
They don't do them anymore, do they?
I don't know. I think Beano's... One of them's gone online only. I don't know if it's Dandy or Beano.
That's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, a lot of kids missing out on the kind of tactile experience that we had.
Of parents caning kids, yeah.
I've never been beaten on the bottom with a Beano annual. I don't know about you.
And it's a point that you sorely depressed you for most of your life.
Yeah, I need to remedy that.
Talking of Battlestar Galactica, I picked up... I don't know if it's the first novel. I guess it is the original novel in paperback, written by Glenn A. Larson and Robert Thurston. And it says on the front, the greatest space epic ever. Star Wars.
I think it's the greatest space epic ever created by Glenn A. Larson.
That's kind of how they do it. They actually say the greatest space epic ever dash from ABC TV and Universal.
Were there many more? I don't think there were.
No. So it's a small pool that they're picking from. It looks pretty good, actually. Text is really small.
Well, I mean, that if it's based on the opening 3 episodes, which is it the Saga of Star World?
Doesn't say. It just says from the Adama journals inside.
Ooh, that's clever.
Yeah, that's all it says.
Did he keep a journal?
Well, let's hope he did. It'll be a short book.
I kind of remember him kind of doing a sort of captain's log every week.
Right, maybe. I'll let you know when I read it. It's got a great cover. Really traditional, 1970s cover. It's really good.
They're the best ones.
They are indeed. So anything else before we leap into our chosen topic?
No, that's it. That's it. That's all I've got this week.
Okay, so let's go ahead. Our chosen film for this episode is Blue Thunder. Blue Thunder was released in 1983. It's directed by John Badham. Stars Roy Schneider as Frank Murphy, an LAPD helicopter pilot and Vietnam vet with PTSD.
Explain what that is.
Post-traumatic stress disorder. I'm not sure they used it in 1983, but that's what it would be now.
So it's not penile tension disruption, or
it could be. Maybe I've been misunderstanding the whole. Maybe that's the subplot, and I just didn't get it.
It puts a whole new spin on the plot later.
Yes, it does. Maybe that's what he's timing. He's timing how long he can keep it up.
That makes a lot more sense.
Okay. It also stars Daniel Stern as Richard Lyman Good, which is Frank Murphy's partner. Warren Oates, in one of his last films, plays the chief, and Malcolm McDowell, the Kirk killer, as Colonel F.E. Cochran.
And it's a great role. He doesn't really have much to do, does he?
Well, we could talk about that as well, about the reason why he probably didn't want to have too much to do.
Ah, interesting.
So I'll give you the synopsis. So Murphy and his partner are chosen to test fly a new military-style helicopter. While using the helicopter's surveillance equipment to eavesdrop on a meeting between Colonel Cochran, the helicopter project's primary test pilot, and government officials, Murphy discovers a conspiracy to use the helicopter in a military role to crush disorder, and that a secret group is eliminating political getting rid of political adversaries in order to reach their goals. So there you go.
Yeah.
I watched Blue Thunder when I was a kid, I think, but I don't actually remember when I saw it. I think it was on videotape.
Yeah.
Because I remember it had the big black plastic shell of videotape.
That's right. I think that's the exact same one that I remember as well. But I couldn't nail down specifically when it was that I watched it, but I know I watched it as a kid. Was this a favourite of yours when you were growing up?
Yeah, I loved it.
Why was that?
I guess it's the tech side of it and the fascism. No, it's just the tech.
Well, speaking of the tech, there's an interesting little piece of information that they flash upon the screen before the movie starts, isn't there?
Yeah, the hardware, weaponry, and surveillance systems depicted in this film are real and in use in the United States today.
Yeah.
Which I don't think it was in 1983, but it probably is now.
Yeah, but I think they're asking a lot to say that it was in use in 1983. I mean, this not that the actual Blue Thunder helicopter is when you see it, it's not that impressive, really. But
what do you mean? It's beautiful.
Well, yeah.
Are you comparing it to something like Airwolf?
Well, that is the other side of it, isn't it? I mean, Airwolf was clearly. I think Blue Thunder came first.
Yes, it did.
So Airwolf was a complete rip-off of Blue Thunder.
Absolutely.
But I always thought that Airwolf looked a lot sleeker and a lot more futuristic than what Blue Thunder.
But Blue Thunder's more realistic.
You say that, but as we will move forward into this film,
realistic looking is what I mean.
If you say so.
Yeah. So we're introduced early to Roy Schneider. I should call him Frank Murphy, really. With his whole watch business, which runs throughout the film.
It never really work out. It never really explains what that's all about. I mean, he gives an explanation to someone in the movie, but is that explanation true, or is he? Because it's never really clearly defined. I mean, he says, doesn't he, that he's checking to make sure that they say that is it. If you can time yourself without actually looking at your watch, you know that you're still sane or something like that?
Yeah, is that the first thing to go when you go insane is your sense of time. So if you still got your sense of time, you're still okay.
That's right, but then he seems to use it later in the movie for other reasons.
Well, the first time you see it, it looks to me like he's just looking at his watch anyway. That's why I never understood it when I was younger. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, he's just looking at his watch and stopping it when it gets to the last second. Like, anyone could do that.
For someone,
but he does look cool.
Yeah, well, for someone, if he is clearly having these issues, he kind of breezes through everything in this film quite laid back and happily, doesn't he? I mean, he's not.
Well, he has his flashbacks.
Yeah, at the most inopportune moments as well.
And we established early on that he is on the edge, that he's already had one like freak out in the air, and that his partner won't fly with him anymore.
Yeah. I would imagine there's a good reason for that, looking at what happens later on in the movie.
Right. In fact, there's that great line that guy uses. He says, "I wouldn't fly with him for a bowl that pissed Jack Daniels."
Pissed Jack Daniels, yeah.
Which I had to have subtitles on because I've never understood what it said. I always thought the guy said, "I wouldn't fly with him for a bowl."
A bow?
Pissed, yeah, a bowl. And I can never understand why a bowl would be pissing Jack Daniels. Or why that would be a great thing. That would be a horrible thing. Here, have this bowl. Ah! Just pissing Jack Daniels everywhere. But a bowl that pissed Jack Daniels, that's a good thing.
I wonder how many variations of that line they used before they settled on a bowl of piss Jack Daniels. You know, whether there were other versions of that. A bowl. You got me saying bowl.
I know. See, he's catching.
Yeah. Balls are catching.
Everyone will be doing it.
Yeah.
So we established that he's on the edge. They take off in their helicopter. One thing I like about the flying sequences in this film is it doesn't look like green screen a lot of the time. Most of the time, it looks pretty good.
Are you talking about the cockpit?
Yeah, when they're in the cockpit and you can see the outside. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. You don't agree?
I thought it looked quite fake, actually.
Really?
It clearly, to me, looked like they're sitting in a cockpit on a gimbal, and the back projection didn't look great.
I thought it looked good with the reflections on the inside.
Be honest, were you wearing your glasses when you watched this movie?
I was watching it on my iPad from 17 feet away. Looked beautiful.
This movie looks great. It looks like a documentary. It's so real.
Yeah. All right. So we disagree on that.
I'm sure there'll be more. They seem to spend most of the time peeking in people's windows.
Well, yeah, which is a great scene. It's the one that I remember from when I was a kid.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Where they're hovering outside the naked woman doing yoga.
Why is she doing that? Why would you do that?
Why not? It's the question you should be asking. Why aren't we all doing that?
I certainly wouldn't be peeking in your window.
I should not want you peeking through my window.
Well, this is the thing. It's kind of implied that she knows that they're there and she's doing it, but she never really looks at them.
Right.
But this isn't the first instance of them peeking in people's windows that happens in this film. They do it a few times.
Right, but this is the first occurrence in the film. But they also indicate that it's kind of an initiation and that other pilots have done it and it's something they all do at some point.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Yeah. So then they get a call.
So then a woman gets attacked.
Yes,
then doesn't she?
Commissioner McNeely. She gets mugged, and they fly over to give support. And we see doing the dusting, what do you call it, where they're rising up the dust with the rotor blades.
That's right. Yeah, I like this bit. I like this sequence. I thought that was quite.
Finally,
that was quite real. Yeah, no. There was a bit of realism in there. It was that was acceptable.
Right, good, glad. And then Commissioner McNeely gets shot, and they're called back to headquarters, where they get told off, a bollocking by the boss, which seems really out of proportion for what they did.
Yeah, I mean, they basically tried to help. I mean, they didn't.
But they
didn't let these people get away, did
right.
they? I mean, they
were there in time.
They got two out of the three of the bad guys.
And he's going like, for flying and hovering and looking, we're going to get all these complaints, blah blah blah. But if everyone does it all the time, why is it such a big deal now?
Well, none of the other instances have been in the Blue Thunder movie.
When did you get so cynical?
I don't know. It kind of happened after this movie.
Oh, good. It should be useful when you watch your next Marvel film. So...
don't start, because I've got a bone to pick with you about this movie and Marvel movies, but we'll get to that.
So the chief then says, they'll burn you, me, your little friend here, and the whole goddamn division, and you're grounded. Again, way over the top for the situation.
Oh, yeah, completely.
Yeah.
And then he gets in his car and does a strange driving in and out of cones routine.
Yeah, right. But before that, you get this great line. If you're walking on eggs, don't hop. That's right. I'm going to use that now.
What, all the time?
Every day.
I'll look forward to that.
Good.
Yeah. When you first use it, you'll have to let me know how it goes.
Well, you'll be the first.
Lucky me.
Yeah, so he does his driving through cones thing, which, I don't know, is that part of his testing himself?
Well, this is what I don't understand, because here he uses his watch thing again, doesn't he?
Right. But he's timing the speed and the in and out of the cones and the speed time.
Yeah, but then that contradicts what he said he was using it for in the previous scene.
No, he's still testing his time, how fast he can do it, and make sure he can do it in 60 seconds, and that he's still aware of time.
But why is he... Why does it matter whether he can time it in his own head compared to the watch? I don't get it.
No, he's timing himself, and he knows that he can do it in 60 seconds. So when he's done it, he looks at his watch, and it's still 60 seconds. He knows he's still keeping time.
But I thought the whole point of it was that he was trying to make sure that he hadn't gone over the edge.
Yeah, that he was still aware of time.
Okay.
You're not buying this.
Not really, no. I mean, what you're saying is very good.
Is it?
I think it's a bunch of bullshit, but there you go.
It's so shallow. You need to go deeper with this film.
Really? We're going to go deep in this film, okay. So then he goes home and meets his is she his girlfriend? Is she his ex-girlfriend? Have they broken up? It's never really it's all a bit vague, isn't it?
Yeah, they don't even tell you who the kid belongs to.
True, yeah. And she's very annoying.
She is, and I assume the kid's not his. And he also appears to live in Rockford Files trailer.
It does look a bit like that, yeah.
Yeah. And he's very paranoid.
He seems to be, yeah. But he's also got a heart because he bought her a present.
That he forgot to give to her.
Yeah. I mean, what is it? Is it...
Oh, did he? Did he forget?
Well, we don't know because he's on the edge, apparently.
Yeah, well, not just that. He could have bought it for her, but not given it to her because it means something more.
Well, speaking of the present itself, what is it?
It's a giant doily. It's a tablecloth, isn't it?
Is it? I thought it was a piece of net curtain or something.
Yeah, there you go. Get one piece of net curtain, you'll get the rest each year. Unless she's only got one window in her whole house.
Maybe it's for his window. He's got her a piece of net curtain. He goes, "Oh, while you're here, could you put it up for me?"
Or maybe it was his, and she's like, "Where are your net curtains gone?" He's like, "Oh, never mind." At first I thought it was a wedding dress.
Yeah, that would have been weird, wouldn't it? Considering that they were just talking about how they're almost done. And she gives him back his key, doesn't she?
Kind of, yeah. Doesn't she throw it?
Yeah.
So they're at the end of a relationship in some way. But we don't know certain points of the relationship.
Well, I mean, it's not like there's nothing else in this movie that's a bit vague, is there?
No, it's all well scripted and fits like a jigsaw puzzle.
So then we get the news report that the commissioner's died. Right.
And he goes to the place of the mugging to look around because he's suspicious.
Yeah. He is suspicious, and wouldn't you think that if the murder of a commissioner would be quite a big thing, that there wouldn't just be police tape around the place, there'd actually still be police there, kind of like keeping an eye on the place?
Yeah, that's true, because it's the same night or it's the next night. It's hard to say.
Again, a bit vague.
Yeah, the night and day is a little off in this film.
And he finds a piece of discarded documentation, doesn't he?
Yeah, and the police managed to miss in a bush. I don't know why he thinks it's going to be useful, but he takes it.
Well, we've seen how he lives. He's probably short on toilet paper.
Yep, possibly. Although you would think there was softer stuff around. So he then finds
like the doily that he's given her.
Perfect. Maybe that's why he didn't give it to her. Maybe that's why he kept it in a box, emergency supply. That's why.
What's this stain on the bottom of it?
That was his pained expression. He's like, "Now I gotta go buy some."
Well, if you're wiping your ass on doily,
it's got holes in it and everything.
Exactly. It's no wonder he's paranoid.
Yeah,
he's on the edge. Literally.
Maybe somebody thinks somebody's cutting his toilet paper.
Possibly. Yeah.
So then he gets a call to tell him that he has been put on a special detail with a new helicopter. Now, this is a man who is under psych evaluation, has just been grounded and is now given a new special program in charge of a $5 million helicopter.
Exactly, and it comes out of the blue.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been no lead up to this in the movie so far, and then these people turn up and say, "Oh, we've got this helicopter that we'd like to test fly for us."
Well, but that's how films work, right? This is this special event that occurs in his life that the film starts with.
But it would have been nice for there to have been some kind of reason for why they pick him.
Well,
I was waiting
no.
for...
You can't have that. You can't have that because there's no logical reason for choosing him as a pilot. so that'd be terrible.
But I was kind of waiting for later in the movie for there to be some revelation that they picked him because they knew that he was troubled.
Yeah, that's what I thought there'd be. You know? Yeah.
But no, there's no reason. There's literally no reason for it.
They're just going through files going, well, this guy, he's got an unblemished record. He's a perfect pilot. Let's not choose him. Let's choose this guy, this loon. Let's just pick him. He'll work well. So they pick him up and they take him to a test site. Now, does nobody sleep in this film?
Apparently not. No.
Because it's another night and they drive out at night to get there in the morning. So no one, Frank Murphy has not slept. So here's a guy under psych evaluation. He's just been grounded, and apparently he hasn't slept for 2 days.
Yeah, and he's completely wide awake when he gets there. I mean, he doesn't look tired. He doesn't look, like some guy who's been driving all night.
No, he looks fine.
So shall we get to the actual tested?
Yeah,
because this is great.
Go on. Why great as in sarcastic by any chance, or great as in truly magnificent?
Well, this is supposed to be. They reel off all these things that this new helicopter can do, where it can, well, set the scene for me. It's a street, isn't it, with lots of cardboard cutouts of people.
And fake vehicles and buses, and there are cardboard cutouts of people in white who are civilians, and then ones that are in red that are terrorists, and the helicopter is supposed to just shoot down the ones in red.
Well, from the looks of it, though, doesn't it just kill everyone?
Yeah, but that's why Frank Murphy's laughing, because he just like looking at it as if it's a big joke, because the helicopter's just strafing everything. I mean, apparently they blame the gun as well, but that's the point, there's no it can't, like when the bus comes out and it's supposed to just pick the targets, the terrorists, it just eliminates everybody in the bus. That's kind of the joke behind it.
It seems to work a lot better once he's flying it later in the movie there.
Well, that's why they chose him. Now there's your answer.
Is that what it is?
You just solved your own plot flaw. There you go.
Damn.
Yeah, see? Thought you were so clever too.
Yeah. So the pilot in the test flight is Evil Malcolm McDowell.
Evil Malcolm McDowell, who used to know Frank Murphy in Vietnam, and they hate each other, but it's not made clear at this point why.
No, it's not. No. I'm very sketchy and hazy about my history of Vietnam, but would there have been an English guy working for the American Army in Vietnam at that point?
I don't think we weren't involved in Vietnam, so
I don't think we were.
But
were we?
People go across. They had mercenaries in Vietnam. I mean, you've seen Air America. That's your Vietnam history.
No, I've seen Apocalypse Now and
oh, there you go.
Platoon. I'm Is it not more the fact that they wanted him to be English because A, they can make a lot of English jokes,
right,
which happens quite a lot, and B, as the only European person in the whole movie, he's bound to be the bad guy.
Yeah, that's possibly. I mean, were they doing that in 1983? I guess they were.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, it was a very 80s thing anyway. As it went along, the 80s, you think of things like Die Hard. It was always an English guy.
That's 90s.
Is it? It wasn't.
Was it not?
I think you're wrong.
Oh, really?
Another instance of Colin's
this can be done.
Inaccuracies.
Oh, you're right, 1988.
Yeah.
But I was thinking of Die Hard too.
Yeah. Backtrack.
It's all right. I'm editing this.
Don't I know it?
So yeah, they hit each other. There's that test scene, and then we get the catch you later.
What was that?
Malcolm McDowell's line, Cochrane's line that he'd always like catch you later with that, does the finger trigger.
Oh,
and it's so annoying. I mean, it's meant to be annoying, and it is annoying.
I wonder whether that was in the script or whether he came up with that himself. It seems like a very actorly thing, you know. It seems like something that an actor would think of at the spur of the moment. And
I don't know. Wait, you really don't want to give this film any credit whatsoever, do you?
we'll get to my actual opinion of it at the end.
Okay.
I'm just saying it as I see it.
All right. But one interesting fact is that Malcolm McDowell was scared of flying. I mean, terrified of flying. You couldn't get him into an airplane. So in the director's commentary on this film, it says when you see his face and he's like all like tense and steely-eyed, it's because he's going to throw up at any second and he's scared out of his head.
Well, did the actors do a lot of actual flying?
Yeah, they did a lot of flying, and Roy Schneider and his partner in it actually learned how to fly helicopters because they were so excited by it and enjoyed it so much.
Well, that kind of makes sense because he does look like he's having a real blast making it.
Yeah.
He does look like he's enjoyed himself immensely. That's interesting.
Yeah. Cochrane arranges a meeting with Murphy to test Murphy's ability to fly his helicopter. Cochrane's going to be in Blue Thunder. Murphy's going to just be in a normal police helicopter. But Cochrane has sabotaged the helicopter.
He has indeed. The evil guy. He's undone a screw.
I don't know why that's funny. Yes, he has.
He's undone a screw, which seems to mess up the entire helicopter.
It does, and screws will do that.
Oh yeah. It wasn't very tightly. Because he just unscrews it with his hand, doesn't he? It wasn't very tight.
Well, some screws are not meant to be tight. They're meant to just be there.
The best screws are the tight ones.
Well, you say that. I mean, sometimes it's about the size of the screw rather than the type.
I can imagine that.
The length of the shaft of the screw is what I mean.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I was going to say that where there are instances where you'd probably need a larger hole for the shaft of the screw.
Yeah. Anyway, all this helicopter talk, very strange.
Is that helicopters? Is that what we're talking about?
Oh yeah. Where were we?
I don't.
So the helicopter.
It's all this screwing. That's all.
The helicopter crashes, but they survive.
Yeah.
Well, at first it looks like a broken arm, but he quickly takes it off and he's okay.
He takes it off after about 3 seconds of him putting it on, doesn't he?
Right. Yeah, and then
I think is that to show that how tough he is.
Yeah, it's to show that he just bounces back from anything.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, he's fought great white sharks, So.
That's true. Yeah. Then we get a scene that's really weird scene where they're going. I can't remember what they're going to see. Oh, they're going to ride on a train. That's right. Murphy, his girlfriend, and the kid are going to go ride on a train, and the girlfriend is driving, and they realise that she's gone past the turn-off for the train, so she does a U-turn on the street and drives the wrong way up a one-way street with the child in the car.
Something that probably might prove useful later in the movie.
Right, maybe. I just know I'd be the first onto social service.
I think the word dump would probably be the back of my mind.
Really? Oh, well.
No, not that kind of a dump.
I was like, yeah, you suddenly need a poo. I guess you would if you're in the car. I would.
You would if you were that kid.
Yeah. I'd be like, do you want to turn around? No, it's a weird scene, but like you said, it's to set up that she is like a crazy driver and is able to handle a car.
Absolutely.
In a odd way, but it's just a strange scene. It doesn't really fit in very well. So the next day, they do their first test flight of Blue Thunder. They go through everything of what the helicopter's capable of, explaining how the weapons work and how, importantly, the surveillance tapes work. And we learn that they only erase in the case. So if the tape is outside the case, it can't be erased. Which, when they're showing that, and he says, oh, they can only be erased in the case, that's cool. That's clearly added afterwards.
What, like a piece of ADR?
Yeah. Somebody thought, they're not going to understand that connects with later, so let's add some dialogue here. And it's too much. They should have just left it as it was. It doesn't. I was listening with headphones on, and you can hear that it's louder than everything else, and it just sounds added in.
Yeah. That was quite a common thing in the 80s, wasn't it? That they would throw in a lot of ADR lines that explained everything.
Yes.
Just here and there.
Yeah, it seems to be. So they take off in Blue Thunder. They fly off and they start the test flight. And they realise that the computer can look up different people. Frank Murphy asks them to look his name up. Apparently there is only one Frank Murphy in Los Angeles.
But it's not like it's a common name or anything, is it?
No, it's got to be just one. But strangely, he doesn't have a file. Yeah.
I wonder why.
Don't know.
I wonder why.
And while they're in Blue Thunder, they see Cochrane's car down below and he's speeding away somewhere, so they decide to follow him.
Wait, isn't that... Yeah, but before that, they do something far more important, don't they?
Go ahead. What do they do that's more important? What's more important than that?
Zooming in on a prostitute's breasts?
Oh, yes, they do. They do, to show how good the telephoto lens equipment is.
Is that why they do it?
That's why they do it, yes.
I can't believe that you forgot about that part.
Well, it's beneath me, as those breasts were.
You wish.
but I don't, it's a common practice for all photography equipment to be tested that way.
Tested on breasts?
Absolutely, everyone does it. Kodak, Nikon.
Is this what you tell them?
It is.
If 1 week you're not available for the podcast, let me know.
Okay.
Before. Yeah, right. In case you get the knock on the door.
Yeah. I'll keep you abreast of the situation.
Oh dear me. So that we get the first use of whisper mode as well, don't we? In this moment,
we do. Where the helicopter can go quiet, sort of quiet.
Which they then use the special sound equipment to listen to some sex noise.
They do. They listen to someone, an LAPD motorcycle cop that they know, be defending and protecting the community in a special way.
In a very special way, yeah.
Yeah, so that shows how good the microphones are. Again,
is that the reason? That's the reason for the story beat, is it?
Absolutely, and it's also that's how you test sound equipment.
Is this how we tested our sound equipment?
It's how I tested mine. I don't know about you.
I've got nothing to say on the matter, Your Honour.
Okay.
Don't drag me into your sordid games.
So now is that when they go and chase Cochrane's car? Okay. So they follow the car to a building, and they follow Cochrane up through the building until they can lock in using thermal detection of a meeting taking place, because the building's empty because it's the middle of the night, because again nobody sleeps. And they use the tapes and record a conversation between Cochrane and some government officials and some, FBI agents, and they're discussing a plot to use the helicopter to crush disorder and uprising and riots on the streets of LA, but also that they killed Commissioner McNeely and that they're going to kill anyone else who doesn't fall into their plans.
Which seems to be the worst plans ever.
I've heard worse.
They've got this one helicopter that they're going to use to crush all disorder in the entire city.
Well, they're testing one. You must assume that they've got others. It's a prototype. So they're going to build more. They're not just going to build one and then go, that's it, we're done.
So the plan is to kind of, become kind of like a fascist kind of state where they're using these helicopters to control everyone. Is that the plan?
That they will use the helicopters in a military role in a civilian situation.
Right. Okay. Is it really worth them, killing people just to get this plan moving?
Well, we'll talk. Let's talk about that a little later.
Okay. All right.
Where were we up to? The end of the play. Oh, and Cochrane happens to look out the window and sees the helicopter hovering there.
And they're literally, they've got this super high tech surveillance system. Do they really need to hover 3 feet away from the actual window? Couldn't they be like right over the other side of where the other building is or something and just listen to them from there if it's so good? Why do they have to be like almost nose touching the window?
Yeah. No, that's your first good point.
Yay! I've made it. Hey, thank you.
Now the range.
I knew there was one in there somewhere.
The helicopter Yeah, because they actually say, don't they say they could pick up a mouse farting or something like that?
Yeah. On the other side of the city or something.
No, he just says you could pick up a mouse farting. What he doesn't tell you is you can only do it from 3 feet above the mouse.
And as long as the mouse is actually looking at you at the time.
Yeah. So that's a limitation of the device. Mm-hmm. Not a plot point.
So then they've got a tape of this dodgy conversation.
Yeah.
And the new guy. What is this guy's name, by the way?
Lyman Good.
Right. Okay. He takes the tape, doesn't he?
He does.
And
he hides it.
Stashes it.
Yeah. And then goes and gets his groceries.
Well, he's again a bit like Murphy. All this is going on, and they're just kind of like happily breezing through everything.
Yeah.
Not a care in the world, It's like, oh, well, we just uncovered this massive conspiracy, and people are obviously going to be wanting this tape back. But man's got to eat.
But they even say we're going to kill Murphy.
He doesn't seem that bothered.
Well, you think, if you were Lyman Good, you'd be like, well, they're going to kill Murphy. They may come after me too. Maybe I won't go out and do my grocery shopping.
He doesn't seem the smartest tool, though, does he?
No,
really?
no. And then he comes home, and obviously they're waiting for him, and they attack him. He does a runner, but he's caught, and then he's killed.
Quite brutally as well.
Yeah.
I was quite shocked at that moment.
Were you?
He gets completely run down.
He does.
Doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Now, have you noticed that there's a little connection between Blue Thunder and our previous episode, which we covered Knight Rider?
Terrible writing.
There's 2 connections.
The helicopter talks.
That would be good. No. Murphy drives a black Trans Am.
Oh, okay. So, all right. That's interesting. So now for whatever we choose for our next episode, we have to choose something that connects these to this one. Good luck with that one.
Yeah,
I'll leave that to you.
I like all the easy stuff. Forget I mentioned it.
Okay.
So now they're going to frame Murphy for this kid's death, aren't they?
Yeah. How they would do that, I don't know. Why would anyone think that Murphy would kill his partner?
Yeah, but everyone seems to believe it.
Well, the police are just doing what they're told to do.
And we've already established that Murphy is kind of not working on all thrusters, is he? I mean, he's
No, that's true.
He's got his weird watch thing going on. He likes to drive in and out of cones.
Oh, that all leads up to being a killer, right there. It's all the evidence you need.
It seems to be in this movie.
Yeah.
So then Murphy breaks into where they're keeping the helicopter.
Yeah, because they need to put the fuse back in, because Lyman Good left him a message on his voicemail that gave him a clue to go back to Blue Thunder.
Isn't this fantastic prototype that they built, shouldn't it be guarded slightly better?
You would think so, but I guess they just kept it at the normal police heli base, so it's just guarded like a normal police heli base, and if he's still got police credentials, he can still get in. I mean, this was 1986, so... Wait, 83, sorry. So they didn't have, security doors with thumbprints and all that stuff.
They didn't have coherent plots.
They didn't have locks. All the doors you could just walk into, no one cared. The 80s.
Yeah, a fantastic time.
Yeah, so he puts the fuse back in, and there's a message in Blue Thunder telling Murphy to location of the tape, which is in a dumpster in a driving cinema. Yeah,
so then Murphy steals Blue Thunder, doesn't he, and gets his girlfriend to go find the tape.
Yeah, and she uses her driving skills to evade the police, to get the tape, and then she's going to go take it to a TV station so it can be played on the air.
Now, when he steals Blue Thunder, Malcolm McDowell comes running out with a handgun and starts shooting at Blue Thunder. Now, he knows that this, impervious to most bullets. Why is he even bothering?
He's angry.
Is that what it is?
He's emotionally heightened, and his anger has got the better of him, and so he's taking it out on Blue Thunder. Now, the bigger question should be, why did no one shoot him? Because as far as anyone's concerned, he appears to be shooting at one of their helicopters.
This is true, isn't it?
Yeah. No one knows why it's gone off and taken off.
Yeah, because they don't know that he's inside there. Yeah. They don't know that it's Murphy that's inside there.
They don't know it's been stolen.
How does he know it's Murphy? He doesn't see him, does he? He just assumes it's Murphy.
He would, wouldn't he? He'd assume it's Murphy. I would.
Okay.
I won't be going, wait, it's the janitor. He's stolen the helicopter. It's the janitor, everybody. It's just this mop left where the helicopter was. It's going to be Murphy. It's no one else. Lyman Good is dead. There's no other pilot good enough because no one else flies any helicopters in this film.
True.
So it becomes important to the plot.
Absolutely.
So
yeah,
it's fine that he thinks it's Murphy. And he's right. He's not wrong, is he?
All right. Calm down. So she goes and gets the tape, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Which he's put in the kids put in a dumpster. Now, how does he know that this dumpster's not going to be emptied?
Well, you see the state of that cinema? That dumpster's never emptied. The bigger question is, how does she know what it is?
That is true.
Because it doesn't look like a videotape. It's in that red and grey box, and the dumpster's full of garbage.
Murphy does tell her to take it to the TV station, though. Yes. So I presume that she's assuming it's a tape of some kind.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like a tape, is what I'm saying.
Well, it kind of looks like a massive old-style 8-track cassette. You know, the kind that they used to put in the cars in the 70s. It looks a bit like that, doesn't it?
Maybe.
These cops that chase her as well. Yeah.
Comedy cops.
They're straight out of the Blues Brothers, aren't they?
Oh, yes. And they're like... so he... some of them get into the drive-in cinema and they're going to stop her, but he dusts them using the technique we saw at the beginning of the film. It's just like a jigsaw puzzle.
Good callback.
Beautiful. Work of art.
It's all fitting together. See, I was wrong. I'm completely wrong about this movie.
So... And then later on, he machine guns one of the cop cars that then separates in two and carries on driving, which is a comedy a la James Bond.
He's very good at the fact that he doesn't kill a single person.
Oh, no, he's a good guy.
Considering
good guys don't do that.
Yeah, but considering that we had the test flight of this earlier and it was shown that this gun was complete and utter... You know, it was decimating everything and everyone that was around, and now suddenly it can be pinpoint precise. And
didn't we cover this? That's why they chose him.
Yeah, and I didn't buy it then. I'm not buying it now.
The evidence is in front of you.
Another thing though, Murphy's had one night in this helicopter, and he's an expert on it.
You've flown one helicopter, you've flown them all.
Yeah, but he's never flown a helicopter with all these gadgets and widgets in there, has he?
Widgets. It's got widgets, has it?
Technically, isn't it?
I thought a widget was one of those that made the head form on your can of beer.
A widget is...
Has it got those?
Widget is amazing. It's a term for any kind of gadget that does something.
Okay, all right.
And that was you might think I'm being vague, but put me next to this movie, and you know.
All right, so I don't know. Maybe you read the manual.
Is that what it is? It was under the seat.
Yeah, as we discussed in our Knight Rider episode, you just read a manual, you know everything.
No, that would be interesting. Do you think that the Knight Foundation actually built Blue Thunder?
No, because it makes sense.
That's what you say. Just think they could have had a shared universe.
Wow. Let's just pause for a second and actually think about that.
You like the idea? Go on, admit it. You like the idea of Blue Thunder taking place in the same universe as Knight Rider?
It could be no worse than the TV series that did spin off from this film.
Yeah, it didn't last very long either, from what I remember, did it?
No, like 13 episodes, something like that.
Werewolf went on forever.
Oh,
See?
Yeah, really did. So then we have a chase sequence, and she tries to get the tape, and then people try to stop Murphy, and there's some absolutely terrific, you can't argue with this, terrific flight sequences in this film.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. The flight sequences are really, really good in this film.
Yeah, and they send out 2 F-16s.
Which looks surprisingly real.
Now, this is funny, because this was going to be the point where I said these are the only things that don't look real.
No, I thought that they looked pretty good. I mean, it's clear that they're models, but...
Were you wearing your glasses?
I was. I got some new glasses last week, so, you know, I'm...
Maybe that's the problem. That just seems like a bad idea, calling out F-16s to try and take down a helicopter over a crowded city.
Well, don't they say that these F-16s can take him out with pinpoint accuracy? which
They do say that, yeah.
doesn't work that way, though, does it?
No, because then we see a Amos's barbecue. What is that chicken place?
I know, and he's obviously using it to mask his heat signature, isn't he?
Yes.
With no thought whatsoever to the people that are working in there.
Yeah.
He's just assuming they're going to run out.
Right, but when you cut to the inside, it's all in this weird red light, and it looks like some chicken frying sweatshop.
I thought you had those in your country.
I've never seen them. It looks really weird. And then it blows up and all the chickens are flying out, which I like that bit.
Yeah, I haven't got a problem with raining barbecue.
Oh no, you'd be running around with your mouth open, just praying that Blue Thunder machine gunned the brewery, so you could just get everything all in one go.
I would. You know, you've heard of storm chasing. I'd be Blue Thunder chasing.
Yeah, so the F-16s mess up. One of them gets shot down, and the pilot bails and lands safely. Murphy checks that the pilot lands safely because he's a good guy. And then,
but then we have the second moment of collateral damage in this film, where the second F-16 fires its missile and just completely destroys this building.
Yeah, but luckily the building was evacuated.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Was it as evacuated as the half of the city of in Batman v Superman?
Yes. Wait, no.
Where they mention at least 5 or 6 times that there's no one in that particular part of the city.
That's right. That's how evacuated it was.
Right. Okay.
Cochrane decides to take a helicopter. I guess he gets it from the army because it's an armed helicopter, and goes after Murphy. And this is where we get a cat and dog chase between the two of them, and it's good.
But surely he's aware of how strong the Blue Thunder helicopter is, and he gets in a regular helicopter to chase it down.
Well, it's not regular. It's got high-powered machine guns, and he gets close. It's going to do some damage. It's not invincible. Blue Thunder's not like an invincible helicopter. It's just heavily armoured. You can't be too armoured, otherwise you can't take off. You're too heavy.
Sorry, Mr. Aviation. I didn't realise you were an expert.
Laws of physics, my son. Laws of physics. They talk about that in the making of, that the helicopter was a French Gazelle helicopter that flew really well, and then they stuck all these bits on it and it flew like a brick. So it's really slow, hard to keep up in the air, and they had to do weird angles to make it look like it was really flying at high speed, because it just couldn't because of all the stuff they stuck on it.
I can understand the problems.
Can you? Being a helicopter pilot?
Yeah, I put myself in that situation every day.
Yeah, well, you've been known to handle a chopper or two in your time.
Oh, heavy ones as well.
Oh, dear.
Are we watching? Did we both watch
Carry On
Blue Thunder?
It's because Carry On Thunder, surely.
There you go. They're bringing the Carry-Ons back. You could sell that idea. Carry On Thunder. Yeah.
Sid James as a helicopter pilot. Kenneth Williams as Colonel Cochrane.
In the McDowell role. You can see that,
Colonel
couldn't you?
Cochrane. Yeah.
Colonel Cochrane. Does he keep slipping?
Yeah. That'd be good. I can see it.
Where would you have Hattie Jakes?
Oh.
I mean, you can't put her in one of those helicopters, can you?
I don't know. She'd be the chief.
That would work.
Yeah, Hattie Jakes is the chief.
Would work.
And then you need his name's escaped me. Glasses.
Charles Hawtrey.
Charles Hawtrey would be Lyman Good, but obviously would be Lyman Wood.
Lyman Wood. They're good.
Yeah.
You do realise that if we've got any listeners that are listening to this in the States, they've switched off now because they haven't got a clue as to what we're talking about.
Well, they just know that there's 23 Carry-On films, and they've got all that to look forward to.
We're going to do every single one, okay?
At some point. But not in order, because even I would have to quit before then.
Oh, yeah.
Where were we?
Carry On Thunder. Let's get back to Carry On Thunder.
Carry On Thunder.
Murphy gets wounded.
He does, yes.
In a spectacular spray of blood.
Yeah, lovely. Like it.
Don't you find that it's a peculiar thing in those Because this is a weird movie, because it's kind of like... It feels like a 70s movie, but it looks like an 80s movie.
Can you explain? Like, how does it feel like a 70s movie?
Well, you know, the whole...
Conspiracy
thing, and you know, the people in charge are all you know, dirty, and you know, the character of Murphy is kind of he's an anti-hero, isn't he? And you know, the 70s was a very anti-hero time for characters in movies. But yet the look of it, it's all glossy, and it looks like an 80s movie. Okay. But with the sensibilities of a 70s movie.
All right, I get it.
But don't you find in 70s movies, and it's a very long-winded way to get round to my point, but don't you find in 70s movies that the blood always looks like paint?
Yeah. Yeah, like you watch a Sam Peckinpah film or a spaghetti western or something like that. It's always really viscous, bright red.
It's like it wants you to look at it.
Yeah.
So how does this... I presume he gets shot.
Yeah, but we've already seen how quickly he can recover.
This is true, yeah. I mean, he recovers quite quickly from quite a nasty, what looks like a nasty gunshot wound. I mean, there's going to be bits of metal in there and all kinds of stuff, but, you know, he's...
Yeah. And this shot damages Blue Thunder and stops the machine gun from working correctly. He can't change the direction, it can only fire forwards. Mm-hmm. So he has to somehow maneuver Cochrane in front of Blue Thunder.
And this is where we get to the 360.
A loop which we probably should have mentioned earlier, because the film does a better job of setting it up than we did, that Murphy is capable, or has done in the past, a full 360-degree loop in a helicopter that everyone says is aerodynamically impossible.
Now, is that true?
There are some helicopters that can do 360 loops, but not all helicopters can do that.
Right.
There are some.
Because as we find out, McDowell tries it.
Does he try it? I thought he just watches.
Does try it.
Cause he
I thought he tries it.
Oh, okay. Because then he says, like, impossible.
Mm-hmm. And, no shit.
And then boom. Well, it's impossible in Blue Thunder because the helicopter's too heavy to do that. But it's not impossible in a helicopter.
But he's got turbine speed, hasn't he?
Turbine speed. That's exactly what it's called, turbine speed. The button's labeled really fast.
So he does the loop and gets behind him, and he blows him up.
Yeah.
And then it's night, suddenly.
Well, it's night by the time that he finds a railway line, because he was searching for a long time. And then get that beautiful sunset shot. And
why does he destroy it? I mean, he parks the thing on a railway line, and then a train comes and destroys the thing, and then he walks off into the sunset. But why does he destroy it?
Closure.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, emotional closure.
I bet the people in charge were like, oh, well, that's just screwed us for if we wanted to do another one.
Yeah, it's like, well, we could have just taken the guns off it. There was no need to land it in front of a train. Again,
though, Murphy's demonstrating a severe lack of, regard for anyone else. I mean, that could have derailed the train, but then I suppose he's destroyed a building, he's blown up a barbecue chicken factory. He doesn't give a shit,
Well,
at this point.
The building was probably a financial centre of corruption. The barbecue chicken place is full of cholesterol. He's a good man. He's just doing good things.
He's looking out for the community.
Yes. And that railroad should never have been built there.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that what is the point that he's trying to make?
That's the point the film's making.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So he lands the plane, destroys it, walks off, and that's where it ends. Except for a little piece about what's happened to all the people being arrested as the conspiracy plays out on the videotape over the news.
I didn't see that. I switched it off before that. I thought the movie was over. I switched it off.
No, they do the news broadcast talking about the people being arrested under indictment and investigation.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Do you know how many times I've seen this movie and I've never actually watched that?
Okay. And yet you stick around for the Marvel bits.
Ooh, that reminds me. This movie is structured like a modern Marvel movie.
Explain.
It's got a lot of nonsense in it. Characters that are very basically defined. And then you get a third act, which is just... I mean, the end of this movie is just about 30 minutes of helicopters flying around, shooting each other, buildings blowing up, chicken flying everywhere. It's the end of a Marvel movie or any kind of comic book movie from today.
Where it differs from a Marvel movie is that it has characters you care about, great dialogue, and the third act is totally practical effects of people flying helicopters and great stunts, not CGI.
But it's still the same idea.
And it's one film, not 13 films or whatever we're up to now of the same formula.
To go back to what you said about great dialogue.
Yeah.
Bowl of piss Jack Daniels.
It's a bowl that pisses Jack Daniels.
A what?
A bull, cow.
A bull?
Male cow.
A bull?
Yes,
oh,
a bull.
Not a bowl.
No, not a bowl. That's what I always used to think it was until I put subtitles up this time.
I thought you said ball.
No, a bull.
A bull, as in a bull with big horns.
If anyone's listening to this, they're screaming at you, bull. Or they're screaming at...
I get that a lot in real life.
Or they're screaming at me, pronounce it properly. One of the two.
It's fine. I open my mouth and my wife shouts bull at me. So.
Is she playing darts?
Boom tish.
So that's it for Blue Thunder. Except, what do you think?
It's very enjoyable. I liked it. I've always liked this movie, even though I probably sound like I don't. But
this is a film I can watch this film once every year, no problem.
Yeah, I would say that I'd probably watch this once every year as well. It's fine. It's good fun. I'm kind of a fan of John Badham anyway.
Oh wait,
he directs a lot of TV now.
Yeah, he directed a couple of episodes of Arrow.
That's right.
But you are a fan of John Badham.
Mm-hmm.
Or Funky Park, as we like to call it. Including War Games.
Yeah. War Games is fine.
I always thought you hated War Games.
I don't hate it. It's got its moments. I'm not as big a fan of it as you are, but it's got its moments.
All right.
Dracula.
Oh, which Dracula?
The flank. The flangella one.
What? That's my favourite one. I like that one.
There's that one.
Okay.
And there's also many others.
Saturday Night Fever.
Saturday Night Fever, yes, exactly. Yeah, he's a director. I've always
Short Circuit.
Short Circuit and the terrible Exorcist sequel.
Oh, we did.
Was that him? No, it wasn't him. Was it?
That's not him.
Well, I like that as well.
Just any film that you don't like, just give him the director. Sure.
No, I think he's a good director.
Stakeout. He had a good run in the 80s because he did Blue Thunder, War Games, American Flyers, I don't know, Short Circuit, Stakeout, Bird on a Wire, The Hard Way, Point of No Return. Actually, there's a few of those I wouldn't mind rewatching. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen them since they came out.
Who knows? Maybe we'll meet John Badham again at some point.
Yeah, maybe. I really like this film. Mm-hmm. I always have. I admit it's a stupid film. I mean, there are some really points in it that make no sense. Why would they give him this job? That's just ridiculous. But it is thoroughly entertaining. I love the flight sequences in it, especially as it's practical effects, not so much CGI. So, this is a good film. And on a better back then hit list or forgotten, I'd put it on the hit list.
Yeah, I think so would I. Yeah.
Begrudgingly, though, in your case, right?
I mean, it's got problems, but in terms of sheer, just enjoyment, yeah, I haven't got a problem with that. Yeah, it's fine.
Very good. Anything else to talk about Blue Thunder?
Not really. That's why it'd be interesting to hear what any of our listeners might think about Blue Thunder, whether they think we're completely wrong.
Well, that wraps it up for Blue Thunder.
Mm-hmm, indeed.
Thank you for listening. My name's Colin.
I'm sorry, I thought you were thanking me then for listening to you.
I can thank you. Thanks, Paul, for listening.
You're welcome. And I'm Paul.
And join us on our next episode of Retrospection when we climb behind the wheel of the car from 1977.
Bye.
So long, folks. So long.
Yeah. Never understood the point of scented toilet paper. Can we stop for a second while I go for a piss?